Hello and welcome back to the show. It's time to go to map 2 between OpTic and Avangar. And I would imagine, now that given that it's Overpass, that Avangar will take this one. That's my prediction. I did predict Avangar to take the series.
So they have to.
I think that it's a great map for utility. It's a great map for team play. And if you have one guy just going off, I think it's not as impactful as a Dust 2.
Okay.
So, I feel like that fact, the config factor is slightly reduced here as far as Avangar will be concerned. So, given that prognosis that I've just thrown out there, what do you think about all of that? What do you think? Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, well, by looking at the first map, I thought Avangar looked probably slightly a better team in general, but OpTic had, I guess, a little better performance during that match, and they ended up kind of stealing the match away a little bit. On Overpass, I mean, we saw a lot, at least from Dust 2 on Avangar. They have really good utility work, timings, that kind of stuff, and a map like Overpass can be really useful. There's a lot of nades you can do, like over the wall. Smokes and A is also pretty cool if you have a new take on it. But a lot of little choke points where you have to smoke off, you have to use utilities. So it might give Avangar a little advantage. But then again, you look at OpTic, you look at MSL, very structured team, a methodical kind of leader where he's going to try to find a new meta, find new ways to kind of take over choke points and stuff like that. So, I'm going for OpTic because I picked them to win, and so I just think that they might have a little more stuff to work with in terms of different strategies. Because a map like Overpass, you could have multiple different strategies and it can work. Unlike Dust 2, where maybe there's 2 or 3 key components in order to win rounds. On this map, you have way more options, way more variations that can work.
Yeah, I think though, one thing also to look at is the impact of the AWPers. I think Jane will be more effective than MSL.
That's probably true.
So we'll see how that dynamic plays out. Lots of lots of things going to and fro as far as things playing
he's ready.
as pros and also cons of these teams.
Flicks.
Yeah, James is Mr. Ready. And he's just running up into A. This is great because, okay, the bomb is beginning to get committed into a too deep a territory in connector. Oh,
what the?
God. Go, no. You got the bomb, mate. You're alone. There's so many CTs. Got to be careful. Okay. Will he fall back? Yes, he will. Okay, this is really weird because I feel like they should have waited for James to get all the info on the A site before committing so much to connector. However, they can't know that there is a stack there. And
oh my goodness.
Get the knife
Get
out.
the
Get the knife out.
Yes,
you
need the money. You need the money. And he's about to get...
Oh, God. This is awkward. Oh, no. What's happening here? Why is there no bullets for config? What on earth is going on? It's just... It's... Whoa. Okay. I don't know how to call this one. It's absolute madness. The bomb's being dropped by MSL. Sanji will pick it up and go for the plant, though, and he'll be successful. MSL creeps around the side, and how is Sanji alive? He would still have been traded out, MSL, but I don't know. This is just a round in which we should all just forget about it. It didn't happen. No one wants to remember this round. No one. No one on either team.
I want to remember one part of this round. One part. I want to because this part is very interesting. Avangar threw a Molotov and bottom con, and I don't think they spotted anybody. So was this a complete anti-strat that they maybe know OpTic likes to stack in the con on pistol? So
if it's an anti-strat, I don't know why they take the bomb there.
It's true.
That's the other thing, right?
But they just threw a Molotov there. I mean, it is kind of common that people have been stacking little con in connector and underpass or sewers, whatever you call it. But just to throw a blind Molotov, I mean, you got one Molotov on pistol. You throw it that spot, very risky, but it worked. It forced them out.
So this round as well, given, again, that I think there's enough reason to believe that Avangar did their research on OpTic on the previous map. If there's any data out there on OpTic on this map, if you're going to go look at some demos, what you go and look for is you think, okay, what happens, what did OpTic do in the second round if they lose their CT pistol? And a lot of teams do, like we saw it yesterday, a couple of teams going for the stack on A long because that's a common way the teams will play. And I don't know if OpTic would have done their research, but it's one of those things where you always want to mix up your first round anti-ecos and anti-force buys to the T side because you need to create enough unpredictability that people can't just reliably go, well, we definitely know you do this all every time. So we can just stack B every time and it's fine.
Yeah, you always have to change it up, especially high level. Especially if you're playing against a team tomorrow, you know you're playing them. Their demos are out there. They're going to watch your stuff. There's no way that no one's going to watch your demo if you're playing at this high level. So you always got to change it up, mix it up. You know, you don't have to completely change your game plan, but tweak a little bit. Maybe you went long the first couple weeks or something, and then next week you start going B and then come back. It's like, again, mind games are very much involved in this in CSGO. He's got to know when to pull the stops, when to pull the plugs.
Yes. You must know the limitations.
Oh!
That's a nice setup there from Config and from Refresh in the water. Caught the nade in your hand though, never a good way to go down, but the trades are looking favorable for OpTic. Avangar struggling to make good of this, but the chain will step up to the plate and deliver. He's knocked it out the park as it goes to a 2 versus 2, and there's space to plant the bomb now if they only would pick it up. MSL's going to get taken down by James as well. James on here in this round. He's doing great work. Nico with this silenced M4 making his way forwards. And he has made quite the noise. And they know exactly where he is now. The bomb, he's seen the bomb. He must be so confused. Why would you just not pick up the bomb? Like, why would it just be there? You know, it's like it seems very strange. But either way, great performance from James. He really saved the day there. 3 or 4 kills at the end, and
yeah,
OpTic on a save.
Kind of a failed exchange from OpTic. I think it was Refresh. I forgot who else was it, but I think Refresh was in the pit, and when Jamie was shooting at the guy, at one of his teammates, it's just a mistimed where they couldn't exchange a kill and ends up getting 2 kills, which is pretty huge. Could have been OpTic's round, and we're like config spot on that strat as a CT. Did you see where he was when he got his first kill? He was behind the bomb box on this ledge right here, but he wasn't peeking over the box. He was looking towards the kind of not catwalk, but like the runway. I don't know what you guys call that here. But anyways, he was there, and it's just when the T's turn the corner, they're looking at the pit water, but he was in this odd off angle and complete catches one of the Avangar guys off guard. So I'm gonna try that out and see how it works in pugs. Because usually the people in catwalk clear first before monster, so you don't have to worry about monster until the catwalk people are getting killed or whatnot.
Oh, that's a nice shot to make. He's going to be making noise though, and I didn't realize there was another player right there. It's hard to know, hard to guess that. And now it is up to Nico with his deagle. He has quite the deagle. Whenever Henry's casting, he's always like, well, Nico's always good for one with the deagle. My name's Henry G.
I couldn't tell the difference, to be honest.
And
there you go. He's good for 1.
Oh, that gets a bit scary, doesn't it? That was very scary.
He's good for 2. We won the round.
It's a lot of damage, though. Really nicely done by OpTic. The MSL will get the AWP straight away. And this is where we start to wonder, you know, what impact is MSL going to have? Because as an AWPer, I've not been too impressed. I'll be honest, I've not been too impressed. That's an objective criticism of what I've seen lately.
I feel like his op style is pretty basic in terms of I'm holding the angle, walking my crosshair, and that's it for the most part. It's not like a Kenny S or other officers you see that they're bunny hopping around trying to get the pick as fast as humanly possible and stuff like that. It's just MSL sitting back, walking my crosshair.
And I feel like that's okay, but you know, because it can be like nitro, you know, nitro. Ooh, can you wallbang it?
I'm sure you can. Do it. Don't be scared.
Oh, he's too high.
He must have heard the whiz. You know, the bullet whiz right by his head.
The Doppler effect, or whatever. Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, for example, Nitro on Liquid when he AWPs, you know, he's not fancy.
Mm-hmm.
But when push comes to shove, he'll wreck all you fools, and he'll hit the important shots, and he'll, you know, the easier ones and the harder ones. And MSI, I just don't know what he's going to hit. You know, sometimes sometimes he'll miss absolute sitters, and other times he'll connect the harder ones. But I need to see some more consistency. Maybe it'll be happening in this match. So we start something,
no,
but what a peak!
Not this round.
What a peak!
And it's probably a little hard for OpTic because MSL seems to be consistently starting off matches like 1-6, 1-5, just being really heavy to deal with. Yeah, you're the in-game leader, but let's get some, like, you don't have to drop 30 kills, but you know what I'm saying? Just try to, let's do a little better.
Indeed. Config, though, he's able to often make up for any shortcomings on the team, and it's down to Refresh. He's just always this guy, I feel like. Oh, that could be on point. Let's have a look. Good damage onto Jane, but turn the corner and be promptly eliminated by Fitch. So 5-0 Avangar. Again, dealing, it feels like everything is kind of going to plan. Although some rounds, as we just saw that one, they go down to 2 players. The one previous, against an eco, they went down to 1. At the same time, they're achieving what they want to achieve in the round. They're getting the positions they want to get. By the time they want to get those positions, they're setting things up well. And so even though you could argue that they're missing a couple shots here or there, ultimately it's doing the job. So it's going to be interesting to see if OpTic in their next buy round can find an aggression, because there's so many aggressive options on Overpass for the CT side. You'd love to see something. Suez take, Fountain push, connector pick with an AWP, post up an orb on Monster, you know, just something that will catch somebody for the opening frag. And maybe it's Nico.
They did the boost on the light.
Nice.
Oh no, I lied.
Oh,
sorry. I thought I saw it through the wall, and I was really excited because it's like a run boost above the stairs. It's not easy to do, but it's fun to see it if people can pull it off. Oh no!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh no, this is looking a bit weird now. They don't have helmets, so this MAC-10 will be quite powerful, but Sanji's got some work to do, and he's got the bomb site, he's attracted some attention, and this is quite smart from Refresh, just delaying, see if he can get some teammates in there to help him out. Sanji will get traded because of that delay. Very well played by Refresh. Sometimes the right move is not to fight, but to get your teammates in position by delaying.
Very good.
James might have figured this out here. They can just go straight for the run. They'll hear the stepping, but he doesn't really have a choice. He can't spend time walking here. It creates too much variance. Oh, is he going to get the bomb down? He's got 30 seconds. He can still find a way to win this one. But as time goes on, the positions become more unpredictable for the CTs, and he's got to find a forward kill. And that's not going to be it. Needed the headshot. And again, it's going to be the round where it was pistols that is the most successful for OpTic.
And a TK, that doesn't help.
That's a hard one to avoid, isn't it? You can't really do anything about that.
Like you run in front of the bull, you're going to get ran over.
And it's also hard because Fitch, it's not as though he's running past a peak. His teammate just decides to start spraying the wall, which is fine. But you can't understand it. Fitch is trying to jump to avoid the door, getting shot through the door. That's what he's trying to avoid. So
yeah,
that's just a sucky situation.
Maleko, Maleko. And now, even though Avangar was up 5-0, they're in a situation where they have to pretty much do this kind of save half buy on Jamie, at least has an AK. Spent 35 hundo. No head armor. Interesting. I mean, Augs do like 97 damage anyways. But that 3 damage, it makes a difference. But Nico here, finding 0 presence. So this could be pretty dangerous for Avangar, because Nico does get spotted out. So positions up, but doesn't matter because he's getting 3 headshot kills, flanking long A. And now Avangar are in dire straits.
Sanji, the Manji. What's he got?
Sanjar.
Oh, what is that? A long range with a Glock. Finds headshots.
You know,
picks up an orb.
It starts with 1 headshot, Dan.
And he's got an AK now. That's the gun you want. He's going for some damage. He hits a jump. That was close. If he got him missile there, that would have been actually kind of funny. He's going to throw away the AK. Out comes the Glock. That's a great effort. A good effort from Sanji.
Yeah, if they were saving OpTic. But again, whatever. I'm being overcritical here.
How did he kill? Oh, because Nico had 49 HP.
And
Oh, it's three shots.
wow, I thought it was a gooch. I thought he didn't have head armor or something.
Yeah,
like, wow.
that's what I thought too.
And okay, interesting. Keycrit decides to go with a pistol utility, the lack utility of Avangar, so it's something that they needed. Keycrit would throw smoke in middle, and MSL, nice little flick on Fitch in the sewers area. OpTic kind of pushed up, but they decided to fall back after that first pick.
Yeah, that's what you want. Show the AWP aggressive somewhere.
Oh my goodness.
Then rotate.
Here we go, the old Navi head stack. Used to see Edward would do this a lot. Edward and someone else, I guess whoever came in the area. Just head stack on top of that, usually Flame, I think. Just head stack on top of the slide. Check over party.
That slide sucks. Like you expect to just slide down and there's just so much friction you can't, you just don't move. Just holds your body weight.
Makes a lot of kids sad. We had a new update. These balloons don't block you anymore. So they don't block nades apparently or something like that. So little tweak.
Good to see the important things are being taken care of. Okay, so the Kree can have great value when you're approaching the A-bomb site, and it's going to be the AK that gets a headshot onto Nico. MSL gets himself another one, but a 3 versus 3. So this is kind of a call here for Avangar. They've actually managed to equalize. It looked really bad for them, honestly. They've used every single bit of utility to take this bomb site, but they've done it, and they've got a 3v3 after plant.
Ooh, nice spam. Catching Keycurt right there. Now 2-on-3. OpTic, they'll get taken by James or Refresh, though. Exchanging the kill. Refresh finishing out with the last 2 kills of the round. Patient, nice time from OpTic. Fortunate for Angar, they weren't in really great spots to defend that post plant. And OpTic really took advantage of that. It's still doable. It's a 2-on-3 situation, but look at it. Both T's are right there. That's not a great spot to be in. Especially if you don't get those insta-kills and take down bodies. And look at OpTic with a 3-round win streak here. Catching their breath. Figuring it out. Or is Avangar slipping? Another force buy from Avangar. Or kind of a half force. Wait, I don't understand. What's going on?
Peek. Boo. Oh, is it? This is the OpTic running gun rounds, Eric. OpTic running gun round, and this doesn't look like a gun round right now.
No, it doesn't at all. And I'm also curious about Avangar's idea of buying, because they had 2 players with like $100 and then 3 players with $2,000. So I'm wondering if they got some kind of half buy system going on, which I mean it can work if you have strats. Be more of an entry killer.
I mean, well, look at what they picked up now as well. This is a very strong situation config, looking to turn the tide. It's a really nice position, especially if there's no pop flashes. If one person just walks out, takes the gamble. That's such a huge kill to get. And James just walking into the angle with an AWP. Oh, that would have been so awesome. That would have been so awesome. There's absolutely a world where Keycurt rotates that way, but he's actually, it feels like he's hungry for the frag here. He's actually playing to catch Refresh on the exit, which is, it's nefarious.
I like that word, yes. I think that's exactly how it was explained.
Cunning.
But,
it's going to work too, isn't it? Amazing. That's actually amazing.
Yeah, very smart play by Keycurt.
Do I smell pizza?
I don't know. I smelled this smell yesterday. Is it pizza?
There's pizza in the studio.
Why would you do? Why? What time is it over here? I forgot what time it is. Oh, it's lunchtime. You're right. Well, because yesterday I smelled pizza at like 9 a.m. I was like, who's eating pizza at 9 a.m.? I want pizza for 9 a.m. It's lunchtime somewhere. That is correct.
Oh, that's... I thought I was going to do more. I guess it kind of gets stuck in the water, doesn't it? It doesn't bounce as much. I don't know actually if that's actually true at all. Either way.
They don't really bounce that much, really.
Yeah, that's a good point.
After they hit a couple walls, they just kind of stop.
Couple bounces. Nice flashbang play into sewers, and that is going to be a nice start for OpTic. They are low on utility here, so plays like this really go a long way because you don't want to allow a Vanguard to, in a 5v5, just sort of set piece onto the bomb sites. And looks like they may go contact here. They do have the flashbang, so and they go. I don't know if that flash was not deep enough, I think. I think that's supposed to be a bit deeper, right?
Maybe trying to aim for a specific angle or something? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could be that it is a specific path flash for the off angle on the right, but either way, it looks like OpTic, you know, they really feel this. They have a huge flank from MSL with an AWPs and playgrounds. So they absolutely know what's going on, but it doesn't matter if Avangar hit their headshots, and they've been pretty decent on those. Oh man, it's in the smoke, it's Config, and he's going to pop out and refresh as well. Ready for it, ready for the ting. And there is the flank. So this really felt. I feel like there's not too many rounds like that for a Vanguard where it's just kind of this. It doesn't look good from the beginning, and it's kind of a slow bleed.
Yeah.
Slow bleeder.
Make a point about something of that round, but I just can't think of it at the moment. OpTic Gaming bouncing back after that eco shenanigans. But since Avangar won last eco round, they're able to buy again. Now they're kind of defaulting up. Keycard's going to start working the con, make sure that no one can be in this area. OpTic has been doing a pretty good job of this. The rounds that they're winning, they've been doing a pretty good job of getting kills and then falling back and repositioning. This map is really good for that. A lot of long-range kind of nooks and crannies you can just work with. Nico, patient, sit in this bathroom, but not anymore. He decides the time is ripe. Let me go hunting. Oh, he hears the scope, and Jamie. That is frustrating.
It bops him in the head.
That is frustrating. 1 HP. Ugh.
Oh, there's the bomb in the open for refresh. Buster though lays a trap. Sets it up nicely enough for it to be a clean kill. Smokes onto the A bomb site. Well, they go for the quick rotation to B. What's going on? They flash towards B as well. And that's going to mean just 2 players will be stuck on the A bomb site for the time being. No rotation from Config just yet from B. And it looks like they just smoked. Did they smoke B? I'm not sure, but either way, this is working out well. They've got the bomb plant there, and they're falling back to the bathrooms. Oh, Kiko catches MSL on rotation, and now Config's just stuck. He can't do anything. Another round looking to go to a Vanguard. It's feeling pretty strong for them from them so far. This really ruins the. Does this ruin the money? I guess the money's going to be.
They're going to be
okay because of the,
oh yeah, it will. It will. Because OpTic won the rounds before they lost, and now it was like kind of technically back and forth, and so they're going to be pretty much money reset.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice smoke execute by Avangar. I haven't seen too many smoke executes in A in a little bit, and it's kind of refreshing seeing that smoke from truck to bomb site. You don't see that smoke that often, but it's good to see it when you do see it. I like it. It's a pretty cool lineup. I think everyone should know. If they do it again, I'll point out who's doing it, because it's a pretty easy lineup. You know, smoking. What does that say? You know?
I don't know. I actually missed that.
Do you know it now? Do you know?
Okay, I have no idea. Oh, is that because of the boost? That yeah, it's like triple stack. For, remember
No Olaf boosting.
Yeah, Olaf boost. Yeah.
That's awesome. There we go. Never noticed that before.
Olaf Meister, Boost Meister, Boost Meister. Do you remember that old classic? Yeah.
Ruined some teams and started
envious.
Oh, that's gotta suck. You were beating them, all of a sudden they do some exploit. No, that was the game.
That was some mad drama. Remember that? The mad drama. Threat was coaching Fnatic, I remember, back then. He was actually like one of the people trying to moderate that situation. Mediates between the two teams.
It's not in the rules, it's legal. Probably threw that line in there.
I think because pixel walking was illegal, but I guess they were trying to, like, was it a pixel walk? I don't remember. I don't remember the,
it's like a
the
triple
details
stack,
anymore.
right?
Yeah, well, I think it was. No, you boost on the truck, and then you like get two guys up there from that boost on the truck or whatever. Like you jump off the guy's head from the truck.
Yeah, I don't think it was a pixel. I think it's just a weird boost spot. I think see over everything.
I think they're making some argument because there's like that canopy or something that you shoot through. I forget the specific details. I'm sure some people will remember. It's so long ago. That was like what? When was it?
Oh no! That's bad timing. Second TK of the game. And he's in shame he threw away his AWP. In shame he throws it away.
I mean, at least they're against Nico, right? So at least it's not against a buy round. They should still be okay. Config goes down straight away. This is a bit messy still. Just pistols. Okay, key cut. You got two players to find here. You got to make sure this doesn't go badly because of a TK. He's committing to it. He's got balls of steel, but there's a flank coming soon as well. The timing's has to be perfect. He's got to hit that shot. He's got 3 bullets left. He goes to the reload, but surely that'd be punished. There's a player on the stairs. And indeed, that player on the stairs, Refresh, will make himself known. And God, oh my God, losing a round in that fashion is just devastating. They're looking for the AWP. At least they threw it away.
Refresh like, hey, where's the AWP, man? Oh,
he's right there!
Oh! Can he get it?
Oh, he can't.
He can?
Oh, bloody hell. Yes, you guessed it.
Well, your plan backfired, Jamie. I'm surprised they even knew he threw it up there. That's actually pretty impressive himself. That's slow.
It would have been so sick if you actually got the collateral. That would have been... I would have loved that.
Oh,
at least then you can be like, well, at least he got the kill.
Like, next time, don't run in front of me, dog. And look at this. Because of that loss, Avangar has to do... And again, another weird force buy with Jamie going to spend all of his money while his teammates kind of save the 2,000. Like, why not have everyone buy then in this situation? I just don't get it. Then again, I'm not playing for Avangar, so I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I mean, at this point, you might as well just force buy, right? You have an op, you have an AK. Get some utility.
Maybe they have a plan.
It's a lot of these half measures, you know? Like, half measures don't go well at a high level.
Well, I guess the logic here is that everyone can still fall by next round except Jame. So they're looking to really throw a wrench in the works instead of just going for some kind of half buy.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it makes sense when you say it like that.
Yeah, got some firepower. There's some firepower. Buster, great opener. Looking for the next one, just baiting it, getting his teammates into position. Teammates now fragged out of position thanks to config. The line's being held here. How much do they commit? Everything. Jame, the orb comes out. You don't expect to see that in this round, do you?
I did not I was big. What?
Config on the side though. Orb gone. Buster still lurking. He's doing a good amount of damage, but up to Sanji. I needed that kill against MSL. So it kind of works out. They get the bomb down, which is what they needed. They needed the bomb to go down, so they have all the nades next rounds. And
just barely.
According to plan, Jame doesn't have the 4x, but he's got enough to have, you know, stuff like full armor and full nades. And then, you know, if he's with a teammate and they die, he picks up the gun. So it looks like actually Fitch has taken the L on that one.
Oh my goodness, I would not do that. Just for the principle of the factor. Come on, Jimmy, you forced ball last round. Come on.
And they almost won that round.
They did.
I feel like it was pretty...
I'm a little quick. I'm being a little facetious, so...
I think that was pretty cool. Well, that Molly looks to have missed somewhat.
Oh, that's way off there on that lineup. But this allows OpTic to pretty much take control of water. And MS... Oh, how does that shot not connect?
It connect.
Stop, don't do that.
Sorry, I don't know. It's reminded me of that.
That guy's a troll.
That's good. Oh, please cast on me. I can't. I need to relax.
All right, Jamie. He found his way up in that bathroom, and so Vanguard's going to take advantage of that and try to take towards lawn and gets chunked to 70 with an HE, and they know at least 2 people are in the A bomb site, so will they check this spot once they saw those 2 HEs come from A? They won't in time, but Nico does get the kill. Fitch gets the exchange. And now 3-on-4 situation. MSL sitting in the Molotov, low HP. And he gets caught up by Jamie. Good little 2-prong attack from Avangar. And that's going to allow them to sneak towards long A, but it's not going to be a full commit here. It looks like it's going to be a fake. So Buster, I'm going to wait for his teammates to get a little more in position. Or not.
And you can see in many senses it's worked out that Fitch only had the deagle because he's picked up a gun. The way that he was positioned was to be able to do that. And Buster, he's got to be on point here. He's going to have his back-to-back there. Oh, he's alive. He's alive. Go through the flames, and Buster was not ready for it. Refresh almost falls to those flames. He has to back away through them. Let's see if he can do much more here. He's got grenades, so Flash goes out. Fitch and James, if they get it done, wrapping around the container. They're trying to avoid all these CTs. Good damage done. Refresh, he's weak. James, he has the ability to do this. Although, one dink from death here as he's on 70 HP. And oh my god, Snappy just jumping straight into the smoke, leaving just Refresh with 20 points of health. And James just prodding, poking, and eventually that'll be enough. 8-6, and Avangar pick it up, and that is good work from them.
Yeah, there's a little rush trying to jump in the smoke to try to defuse a bomb. Yeah, the smoke's there and stuff like that, but, you know, take the little extra half millisecond to clear that angle and then possibly go into a defuse. But, I mean, again, it's a timing thing, right? I mean,
yeah.
Who expects Jamie to peek at that angle at that time as he's jumping? A little bit of luck involved, but
yeah,
you could eliminate that a little bit by checking the corner before you do that. So I guess it goes both ways. Oh, Nico timed Jamie right there with that peek, but he gets pretty much shot down to 19 HP, which forced him to fall back. MSL's just chilling in underpass. And Vanguard has control of water. Or they did.
That angle. And perhaps that was what the flash was for earlier. That was like the off angle on the right.
Yeah, there's a lot of people camping in that spot, the Bhagwan spot. We'll call it the Bhagwan spot until people start calling it the Bhagwan spot.
Oh, the timing there is kind of incredible.
Now, you know, I'm curious what MSL was...
Why he pulled off the angle?
Or why he's in connector by himself when his teammates are literally in A and B. Like,
yeah,
that was definitely a blunder.
It's true.
You don't
really have a backup plan once you're there.
Yeah, he's gonna ace him. You're gonna ace him in the.
If you're a battle sniper, then it's okay. If you're simple, you know.
Well, even if you're a battle sniper, you have teammates kind of supporting you a little, or at least just behind you, exchanging kills. There's no one in sight.
It's a big play from Config. He's spotted in the smoke, though. Can they find him? He's got an AK. He's got an AK. Oh no! Fitch does take him out though, so that crisis has been averted. Snappy. And Refresh up against Fitch. Looks like it'll be enough.
8-7, and Vanguard getting 8 rounds. It looked like OpTic was kind of really behind at the start of the half. Really slow half from OpTic, but they managed to bring it back.
Yeah.
And, you know, 7-8's not a bad score. This match can be pretty even depending on what kind of strategies you're working with, so. See it. It's not too shabby.
Indeed. We'll have to see if Avangar can bring it back to equalize the series 1-1. We'll see right after this break. It is the second half. We're into the pistol. Avangar off the bat on the CT side with no utility. They have no kit. All they're about is the armor, the USPs, and Sanji's P2000. Will it be enough to tackle the onslaught that is about to arise on the B-bomb site? I'm making a really big prediction there because they're nowhere near the B-bomb site right now. So just saying. Just saying. That's a pretty bold guess. Testing out my predictive abilities.
You see something as a professional analyst that they have to go back to B. So let's see it.
I gotta go back, Marty. I gotta go back. Oh my god, I'm a genius.
You're so smart. That's why they pay the big bucks, man. I've actually switched to the P2000 myself. Let's try it out, you know. I kind of like it sometimes. Here comes the flash.
Ooh.
And Avangar playing it smart. They're taking over water. They do get the kill, and now they're able to know that they went monster way. They're in the site. This gives a little breathing room for Avangar to kind of position their retake accordingly. But Refresh has different plans of his own. He's just kind of pushing through the spawn, and this is going to create a little confusion and chaos. And it pays off. Refresh gets the kill.
Yeah, this is actually the best reaction. I love this. Fitch, they've got no kit. There's no kit anywhere. Unless he fashions one from a couple paper clips. He's not going to be having a good time here. And it looks like he'll have to back away. And it's so smart, as you say. Like we see Avangar taking Su is absolutely the correct move there. You can't really hold the site. There's potentially a split. Get rid of the unknowns. Take over one position. The best thing about that too is that you can always threaten a monster wrap. You can and also stop the T's from playing far back. And the great thing is that you have all this rotation coming in from the A site, so they're going to come in from water. It's going to be perfect pincer, it's going to be amazing. However, OpTic had the perfect reaction. They're pushing towards the A site. That is the best way to handle that situation.
It was 2 perfect reactions and in the same round. And it's kind of beautiful to see that at this high level.
That is very true. That was fun. That was cool. It's great.
Plan.
It's 8-8, and everything's all tied up. That's what that means. It's the same number, so it's tied.
There you go. Math.
Yeah.
Numbers. Let's go.
You too can be a commentator. Just have to explain the most obvious things.
If you could do math on stream, you deserve to be a commentator. Trust me, once you're on in front of the camera and thousands of people watching, it goes woo out the window.
Even the most rudimentary of mathematics of mental arithmetic will elude you.
And if you make a mistake, you get reminded of it 100 times on Twitter.
It's got a little fancy A-long stack here. I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to be potential for some frags. Okay, Conflict's going to wrap at the right time. So that's worked out really nicely.
Nice timing, nice peeking from OpTic. Not going too fast. You know, one way or the other, they both hit at the same time from bathrooms and long A. So good to see like little things like that working.
Yeah, man.
You know, obviously, if you mistimed it, there's a spot where one person's peeking against 3 USPs, and that could, you know, get headshot on. So
yeah,
little things, baby.
I like that we have the MP5 there from Config. It's the feel-good gun. It's definitely worse in every way to the MP7, in my opinion, but it feels good.
It makes you feel good, and that's, you know, sometimes that's all that matters, Dan. Feeling good about yourself, okay?
Yeah, good emotions are important. You got to feel good about Counter-Strike. You got to have fun with the game. If you don't have fun with the game, you're probably going to play worse. You won't be as focused. You won't be as creative, and things won't be as intuitive. Heard it here first.
You have to enjoy life, Dan. You got to enjoy life. And OpTic, they started off the round with a couple flashes over B. Caused like a little stir of rotation. I think the idea was to see if there's anybody in connector might overpush or overpeak, or just at least make a footstep to give OpTic some information. But Vanguard wasn't playing anyone in the area. They didn't hear anything, so they just continued with the strat. Let's just kind of slow take A. As you see right here, they're spreading out, getting too long. Famous smoke, lurker smoke. This allows OpTic to kind of take long, sneak up, fall back if they wanted to. The world is their oyster. But Jamie decides not to do this, and smokes are coming into A bomb site. Oh.
Nice play. That is a very nice shot, and that's really important. Cutting down the numbers before they get the bomb down is critical because they don't have much time, and they have to figure out a way to just get guy on the bomb. So now it's effectively a 2 versus 2 for the time that the bomb's being planted. You know exactly where they are, and that's an easy 2K. They line up, and that is exactly why if you get those early kills before the bomb goes down, it's so important. But still a chance here as Refresh goes in for it, and he's often so clinical with that AUG, but not this time.
That was pretty good, and you make a pretty good point about getting picks before the bomb play, because obviously if you're playing the bomb, they know where you're at. They know that you're kind of in a vulnerable spot. A lot of the bomb plants are in vulnerable spots, and so Avangar or OpTic has to commit more people of watching the people to push on the bomb plants. So it's like I mean, I'm just saying it's a pretty good point that you made. That
especially in bad spots,
you have to get those early kills.
Because you got Fish there, it's like, because if somehow the bomb goes down, I have to be either there to defend that or to pick it up and offer a trade and get it down. So I have to be there on the site. So you're just in bad positions, aren't you?
Yeah.
Terrible positions. Worst positions imaginable. Abominable.
Abominably. And Catwalk Exchange is going here, but Avangar comes on top with 3 kills. Sanji on 2 HP, staying alive. And it's kind of forced the hand of Nico, who's kind of pushed up towards long A. He's about to hit this bomb site, and Keycurt does not expect Nico to be that close that fast. Now the A bomb site is theirs. And the entire Avangar population, R&B. Population of 3.
Nico, here's a running. And clinical from him. Oh, can't quite get the second
kill.
Yeah, that's a big one. Snappy now, as a test of his equanimity, going for the 1 versus 2. The oh yeah, that's not goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, the test did not go too well.
That was almost OpTic almost made some out of nothing. Nico just if you capitalize on that second kill, probably obviously a round win for OpTic, but that's CS:GO for you. And this game's been kind of chaotic a little bit. There's just a lot of people kind of spread out poking around where not much as defaulty, or as terms of, I guess, I wouldn't say defaulty, but more like 4-1s or 5-0. You don't see that much. Just pretty spread out, trying to work the map, trying to work angles. It's good to see that.
It's always good to see that attention to detail.
And it looks like it's going to be a force buy from OpTic after this timeout. I want to see if they want to do a set piece, or, I mean, they have the utility for the set piece. Lots of flashes, 5 smokes, and a couple of Molotovs. But where? That's the key.
This game has a very, like, it has a mercurial quality to it. It's just you don't. It's so hard to know what's going to happen. Honestly, it's just such a back and forth affair. Kika finds himself one.
And you see it like Avangar. They're playing this map. They're getting a pick, a double, but no kill. That's got to be as frustrating. But Fitch is going to clean up at the short bathroom and able to reposition himself towards the sand area. This might catch one of the OpTic people off guard, because Keeker kind of playing that little role that he's trying to be bait. But Fitch takes out Snappy instead. Now OpTic is looking very desperate here.
Config finds a good timing or wins this peak on Truck, as it is Config and he's an 8K. There's a real chance, and he gets past the smoke. This is very difficult. I like the play for info. You don't really want to get a committed peek here. That's what Config needs. That's what he wants. He wants a peek so he can get a 1v1. He's going for the big plays here, the big plays. Goes for the instant frag. That timing, though. There was so much time when nothing was happening, and it forces the moment that Config chooses to go for the frag. So 1 versus 3 on the bomb site. The AWP collected by Refresh as he looks to see if he can find a peek. That is phenomenal there. The trade attempts not going Buzz's way initially, but he does find it on the second attempt. 11-9, Avangar pulling away now. This certainly has the makings of a 3-mapper, I would say.
It's looking like right there. First map was relatively close. I mean, it was really close as well, and it doesn't. These teams aren't pulling away. Once, like, one team will get some rounds, like if Avangar in first half, OpTic starts coming back. And we'll see if it happens again. Avangar slowly pulling away. Is OpTic able to come back here? We'll have to find out. It looks like they're going to change up just a little quicker, try to take water fast. 3 OpTic players run through the smoke Molotov, and Buster is going to just mow them down on catwalk, getting 3. Sanji clean up with the last 2. Easy, cheesy, clean round by Avangar. Losing none.
Easy cheesy.
I'm not going there.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? It seemed like it was off the cuff.
Well,
You're not even wearing any cuffs.
What do they say in this game? Easy, cheesy, lemon breezy or something? Or lemon squeezy?
Yeah.
Try to purge my mind of that sometimes. Still want to remember.
There are some things you don't say. Okay. Buster going aggressive around the side of the smoke here. Can't quite use it as he wants to, but Kika certainly finds an opening, but he tries to get out. Hello! There's a guy up there! There's no safe passage. And that's not good. Nico knows he's got the run of the A-bomb side here. This is fantastic for him and his team. OpTic are going to have a very favorable position. They have Nico so deep. James in an interesting spot because he's not even interested in looking towards the A site. Bomb's going towards B. Will Nico be able to activate? That's the question. That's a fantastic find.
But OpTic, they're going to speed bomb side. Fitch will take out Refresh, and Sanji take out Sample with the MP9. And it looked like the round, which could have been for OpTic, instantly kind of just switched around for Avangar and Nico 1-on-2. Fitch is low on HP, but he's behind Nico. This could be really good if he times it just right. Avangar may come out with an easy 2-on-1. But Fitch ain't gonna peek. Oh, he does. And you know, it's pretty wild that Nico, he got the kill at A, short or whatever, or actually the person coming out connector, and he just runs to A. That's wild. So it tells me that OpTic has also done their research on Avangar, and they kind of know how they play their Overpass CT side. Maybe very spread out.
Wow.
Maybe just kind of like, you know, watching long angles, because that was a risky play. He just ran up short bathroom. There's like 4 people still alive.
Hold your horses. Look, what is this? 5 Mac 10s on a half buy. What is that? I don't think I've ever seen that, really.
It's chaos. That's what it is.
This is not looking good, though. They're getting shut down. Fitch will make his way around the side, and they've not done any damage here.
Didn't work. You probably won't see that ever again, Dan. It was a one and done.
Probably not. I mean, it's interesting because you have, like, I can see how that there can be a round where that actually just catches you, because you move so quickly with the Mac 10s, and you don't have to stop running. And also, because at the same time, you're running, you have some running accuracy with that gun. You can get the kills and the positioning very quickly, and that's very powerful.
It can be.
That's why the Tech 9s were so strong in the past when they were more powerful. But
they're also laser beams.
the one thing to mention is OpTic have won only the pistol and the following rounds so far in this half. Avangar have won every other rounds.
And Avangar looking good today. So, like, I might be wrong in my prediction again, Dan. 1 for 4. Refresh, getting a little tag just a little bit, little love tap. Not too shabby. James playing the anti-flash. But OpTic decides not to work towards that long area. Decides to work through connector instead. Looks like it's probably going to take a B hit unless something drastic changes here. Bomb is going towards B. Nico at A, being the lurker backstabber. But now they're spotted, Dan. Now they're there.
Yes, they are indeed. Now they make the walk creep towards Monster, through Monster. And into the B-bomb site, where Buster is going to take down one towards Suez. So he's secured the short position, and it looks like this is really falling apart. OpTic is starting to be very deflated, it seems. Avangar about to pick up number 15 with ease, and I think what's interesting is when I was talking about the first map and how Avangar looked like the better team, and it was sort of that individual performance from Config and how stable Avangar were when they got to the second half and kind of just brushed it all off. I think we're really seeing that here, because Config hasn't had that impact that he did on the first map, and he's just right up there with Nico and pretty much everyone else. And for Avangar, they're just a steady even keel across the entire team as far as, you know, how the team functions. Obviously, Sanji's not got a huge amount of kills, but we're not talking about the kills per se. It's just the way that they are able to all have their jobs and efficiently do them around the map.
Yeah, Vanguard looks like they're just kind of one step ahead of OpTic all the time, and they just have a little more pep in their step. The way they peak, the way they get the kills, it just seems a little more, I guess, explosive than OpTic. It feels like more energy is coming from Avangar in that aspect, and they're playing pretty much lights out here. 15-9. This is match point. Avangar hasn't lost a round in like 6 or 7 rounds, so probably feeling pretty good. Lots of money, so that allows them to maybe do something a little more riskier. You know, maybe press out a little bit more. Maybe push the limits.
Push it to the limit.
Just a little bit more. You know all about pushing the limit, Dan. Just push it.
Dun, 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 dun.
So OpTic knows this though, so that's why they have to play super safe. You know, watch for any shenanigans. Jamie is trying to play anti-flash every once in a while, but the timing isn't right. And instead of forcing the issue, he's going to fall back, lick his wounds, and reposition. That's the name of the game. We'll throw up in this map. Reposition. Watch device. Reposition.
I talk about that a lot on my stream, like how powerful repositioning is. It's one of those things that everybody should just be practicing all the time. And there's a lot to talk about within that very topic by itself. But Buster with the flank, and oh god, it's just oh nice.
No.
I thought it was gonna be RIP for OpTic, but they're getting some kills here. But on the bomb site, Sanji is doing a decent job, gets a double, and still looking a bit sketchy for Avangar.
Look at Keycard just hiding in smoke. This might catch one off guard. If it goes to the left, but if it goes to the right, he's going to get spammed by config.
James, he's got an AWP. This is actually not a bad weapon for this spot in the 1 versus 3, because if he finds the first player, ducks behind. Okay, nice angle from config. That's such a sheer angle that it's very difficult to deal with. And they also the AWP it's showing, and also not only is the AWP showing, that's a spot that you can wallbang. So it's actually config has the perfect position. You can't beat that, I think.
Coming up, jump up, or by garbage, whatever. It can be very, very difficult. Again, is all the points that you mentioned. It's just it goes against you. It's a spot that everything goes against you. The angle, the wall bang, the positioning.
So the 7 in a row streak has been broken for Avangar. It's the first round that OpTic have got since the pistol and the following one. So can they find consistency now? I mean, they oh, that's so sick! That's so sick! Jay,
Wow!
You monster! That is fantastic.
And that's what I like about Jamie. You watch him in other maps, he has like these little innovative ways to get that early pick, especially on train. He does like this circular spin thing in team middle, get the E-box, dodge flashes. It's beautiful. Reposition.
This is not looking good here for OpTic. They are between a rock and a hard place as play out this 3 versus 3. Jane with a nice shot through the smoke there onto MSL. Config standing large and in charge on the top of the container will be dropped, but Snappy's left in the clutch. And Snappy is more than capable, but the bomb is down on the ground. He has time at the very least. And Avangar are falling back for the most part. They're allowing him to pick up the bomb. They're allowing him to go for a plump. But for Snappy, he can't possibly know where they are. As far as he knows, someone will come out and try to punish him as he goes for the plant. However, they are playing it so safe. He spots one, but knows there's one behind him. How does he do this? He's going to have to commit. There's no other choice. And now it's a case of going for the frag. That, I don't even know how he pulled that one off. And now it's Jane with an AWP. That I don't know if it's that ideal from this position. Snappy trying to keep his team alive. OpTic had a really hard start to this round. In fact, it's been hard from start to finish. And we'll see if Snappy can make it a good finish. As Jane goes for the peek here, Snappy's got a fantastic angle. It's very favorable. If Jane peeks through this, if Jane goes around the other side, that might be the right play. Sitting on the bomb now, forcing his opponent, Snappy, to come close. He switched out to the AK-47. He goes for the flick, and it's going to be Snappy. Another round for OpTic. They keep themselves in it to win it.
That was almost a throw. Well, I mean, it kind of was a throw by Avangar. I mean, that shot right there was pretty amazing by Snappy, but there's no reason, I guess, maybe to... I mean, I guess it's a strong angle, so I don't know. It's like, what do you think? Is it a 2-on-1 situation? Do you play it safe? Do you wait for Jamie, or do you post up like that? I mean, obviously, you're not going to hit that shot, you know, 10 out of 10 times. You know, maybe that's like a 30% shot or even less than that, but at that time, you hit it, so how do you justify something like that?
Yeah, I think Snappy just hit a pretty ridiculous shot. I don't think it's that bad. I forget which GT was. I think he had just arrived to that angle as well. So I think and also Snappy was completely taken off guard. It was like a reaction flick.
Yeah.
I don't think it's one of those shots where I don't think he was quite conscious of connecting that one. But all those thousands of hours pay off. Single AWP on Jane. and they attack.
Oh, that's such a good boost.
What a start.
Just learning a lot of stuff from Avangar.
Yeah. Yes, they're a team that puts the work in. They will show you new things. Got another team coming up like that later today. Kika with the flank, but they're all dead. And now this is a strong position. He spots the next one, the Y peak. Not like this. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Config in a 1 versus 4. Some of these players don't have Kevlar. He's got the bomb. There is a way that he can potentially get a pick up of it, but no. Buster takes him down 16 to 11. Avangar proved that the first map was a fluke, and moving into the third and final map, they look dangerous to take this one. They look, to me, pound for pound, to be the better team right here, Eric.
Yeah, they, as you said on the first map, Avangar kind of let it slip away, and OpTic especially could fake play out of his mind the first half of DAY2, and you saw on Overpass Avangar slowly just whittling away OpTic. OpTic did come back a little bit towards the end of the first half, but you saw Avangar did everything a little bit better. They just worked together better, they worked the map a lot better, and these small, like, one first pick by Jamie was huge. It helps your team so much if you're an Opera and you're consistently getting that first pick, consistently. And OpTic does not have an answer. MSL is not as good as Jamie in terms of just frag, hard opping. Jamie's just all over the place. He hits a shot, he's flicking, he has good little moves like this. He's repositioning himself constantly. So if you're an Opera, watch some of his demos. You might learn something. And OpTic, they need to figure out how to do that. Again, MSL at the bottom. Okay, he's IGL, but he's an Opera. You have to be more of an impact player if you want to be the Opera. If you're going to be at the bottom, maybe give someone else an Op. Configure, or Snappy, or Refresh. I don't know. Just pick anyone, really.
It is a big question mark. There is no doubt. I think that is, you can hit the nail on the head there. It's something to think about for their team, and something that might change in the future. Obviously, since the end of last year, this seemed to be a transition that MSL wanted to make. And on this team, at least, it kind of makes sense in some regards, because you don't have a natural fill for that position. And it's hard to say where his place is on the team if you do try to fill that position, because him as a support player, how does that go? Hard to say, lots of questions to be answered. And for this series, it will be answered very shortly. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the third and final map. See you for that.